Exactly what was the Clinton plan?
Based on declassified documents that in the public record, there was intelligence information that was received at virtually the same time that the information came from the Australians. I mean, within a day or two. That intelligence included information that there was a purported plan designed by one of Mrs. Clinton's foreign policy advisors to create a scandal tying Donald Trump to the Russians. That's the essence of the intelligence as contained in the declassified information.
Did the president receive this intelligence?
On August 3rd of 2016, then Director Brennan had briefed the president, vice president, director of national intelligence, the FBI, the attorney general, and others.
When you say the FBI, you mean Mr. Comey?
On August 3rd, it was conducted at the White House. It was Director Comey himself.
So Mr. Comey knew about this. President Obama knew about this. Vice President Biden knew about this. But it wasn't provided to the agents on the case or provided to the secret FISA court. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I've done this for a long time. I've seen ballots. I've seen, I've touched ballots. I've felt ballots. The first thing that struck me, though, wasn't the way the ballot was marked. It was how clean these ballots were. And that's where the word pristine came from, because that was the only word that came to me. I said, these are so clean. These are pristine. And I was running my hand over them, and I said to my partner, Barbara, I said, Barbara, look at these. These are almost immaculate. And then I noticed on the bubble that was for Joseph R. Biden, there was a slight eclipse, but I could tell these had been printed. And then as we went through this batch of 110, which should have only been 100, 107 of them all had this little eclipse for Biden. The next thing I saw was I started glancing down the ballot, and every vote on every ballot, both sides, even soil and conservation, was exactly the same.
What about the referendums?
They were exactly the same.
What are the chances of that?
I'd say that's a statistical impossibility. I've done this forever, and
Stalin's real name was Losif Vissarionovich Djugashvili. The Jewish writer Moritz Steinschneider invented the term anti-Semitic in 1860. The term would be used to silence all those that dared to expose Jewish crimes. Because of the predominantly Jewish character of the regime, the very first piece of legislation approved by the communist regime was the Anti-Semitism Act in 1917. Anti-Semitism was made a capital crime. An anti-communist was regarded as an anti-Semite. Leon Trotsky also started using the word racist to browbeat all dissenters of the communist ideology and to render debate impossible. These words are used still to this day to bully any politically incorrect person into silence. Even more now than ever, they're trying to make it punishable to question or criticize their actions by calling it hate speech, fake news, or anti-Semitic.
Where's the evidence? Because we see nothing but evidence of all of the that you're committing in Gaza. We see nothing but the evidence of that. We are flooded with the images of the carnage that you're causing in Gaza. We have all the photographic, the video evidence of what you're doing. So where's the photographic and video evidence of what you claim was done to you? Because if you had it, you would be flooding the media with it. If you had any evidence of that, that's all we would have been hearing about for the last month. Instead of just your word, your testimony, believe us, this is what happened. If you have so much as a broken brick that you can claim was caused by a Hamas rocket, you put it all across the media and say they're attacking kindergartners, even though it was in the middle of the night, and I'm not sure that they have night school for kindergartners. When you have the slightest bit of damage, when you have the slightest bit of harm that's been caused to you, you inflame it and you inflate it and you broadcast it and you amplify it as much as you possibly can. So where is all the evidence? Where's the footage of the actual incident? Where's the footage of the actual attack?